Oh, IT organic. Tell you what, everyone is getting ready, huh? Next month is that special month, huh? Halloween. In the Haitian voodoo culture, it's Gede, the Gede spirits. Kwa Simbo. So, you have Baron Samedi, you have Grande Brigitte, you have Baron Lacroix, Baron Criminel, Baron Cimetière. You have all kinds of spirits in the cemetery. Of course, this is the same as the Mexican culture. You know, they also, I mean, many different cultures have a lot of admiration, respect for their ancestors. And since this is a throwback Thursday, we're doing something special, huh? Throwback. I decided to do a review with all of you about the Gede spirits, the zombie spirits, everything that has to deal with the cemetery, everything that has to deal with our ancestry. Now, this is something that I always get asked from people who are both Haitian or not. They say, you know, you guys have all of these things going on in the voodoo. Why is the country the way that it is? I said, well, the problem is the population has been tricked, right? When we're talking about voodoo and all this mysticism, where you have people who have just become a little bit greedy, I'll say the least. All right. Let's take it in, take a seat. We are going to get back into Gede, Gede, Gede. It's a family of spirits, Loi, in Haitian voodoo. If you know anything about the history of the Republic of Haiti, of Haiti, you'll know that this celebration is probably one of the most important celebrations in the Haitian voodoo culture. Now, what is so important and what is so unique about Gede? The Gede spirits are basically your ancestors. It can be a parent, grandparent, and someone that lived on this plane a couple hundred years ago that is part of your bloodline. They probably come from the Gede, which is a tribe in Africa. And we're going to probably go more into detail about the Gede and the Gede celebration. I just wanted to remind everyone that even though many people think Gede celebration starts around Hallow Eve or Halloween on the 31st of October, November 1st and November 2nd, I'm here to let you know that everything starts in September. So during the beginning of this little clip video, I said that the population, the people who are practicing this mysticism, for the most part, greed and desperation has kind of corrupted the the spirituality of voodoo. So when we talk about Gede, as I said, it is a family. It is a group of entities who every year adds on a new member. You have to remember again, for the most part, these spirits, these entities are they're usually family members that lived in your family tree. When we are talking about Baron, when we're talking about Grande Brigitte, these are basically the first man and the first woman who were buried in the yard, in the cemetery, etc., etc. We have the Gede Manasa. We have the children, the first child or twins that was also buried in a cemetery. This entity, this becomes a Gede, this becomes a Loi that you can use, right? When I say you, meaning, let's say, for instance, this is inside of your yard with your family, all of those entities and spirits we're talking about, they lived before. And when they come about to mount their horse, right? This is what they call the, like this individual right here you see in front of you, they're throwing all the powder in him. You might be like, why? What's up with all the goddamn powder? Well, when we are getting prepared to be placed underground, we have to have a lot of powder, you know. Um, we have to have cotton sometimes placed inside of our nose and ears and this and that. So it's like the entity, the spirit, the soul of this individual is reliving that part. You'll see that they are dancing with that stick, right? Well, that stick that you see is supposed to represent the penis. Now, why are they doing all of this, jumping up and down on the stick? Why are they? Because they are making a mockery, in a sense, of us humans who are still in the in this plane, right? Which they call the the the, the illusion, right? Because we are in the illusion, we are in the lie, and they are in the truth, and they are in the reality, which is death, right? You'll notice during ceremonies, or if you go to the cemetery during Gede, you will see people that are possessed are taking these bottles of infused pepper, alcohol. I don't know how you would say it. I mean, it's basically Gede's bottle that has Scotch bonnet pepper. It's very spicy, and you see they're taking a bath with it. You'll see they're rubbing all of their genitals and stuff like that, and you're like, what the hell is this? They are heating up themselves because where they are traveling from, in, I guess you would call it, the underworld, it's very, very cold, and there's not a lot of heat. So when they come on our side, they got to get heat up, and yeah, it's very, very interesting. The celebration of Gede, the entities that's involved. I need to maybe make another video because institutions and people like Walt Disney, I mean, they have been obsessed for so long over Baron Lacroix, Baron Cimetière, right? Gun Brigitte, when you see these images, the Baron of the cemetery, when you see Bridget, who, of course, Saint Bridget is an entity that they have a lot of history on when you're looking at the history of Ireland, right? That's really where Saint Bridget comes from. Uh, how did that saint end up in Haitian voodoo? I really can't tell you because you have to remember that Haitian voodoo, it's like a blend. It's a mix of all these different groups that infused themselves, into Haitian culture. Okay, basically Haitian culture. You're talking about the Taino Arawak people, where you have, The Tainos have the Zemis or the Zemis, or however you would pronounce it. And then you have us, Africans, who brought that ancestral tradition, of really paying homage and admiration to our ancestors. This is this is very, very powerful. Like if we would take the time as a nation to really get involved in doing the proper works, the proper invocations of these ancestors, these spirits who, you know, they they're here to protect us. But because because the religious institutions like the church, other Christian institutions, they demonize it, and this actually has a has like a reversed effect when we're talking about the spirits and the entities. As long as you can make some coffee on a Monday or a Saturday, one cup of coffee is very sweet. One cup of coffee is non-sugar but very strong. Then you have another cup of sugar that has 7 pieces rocks of organic salt. You light up your candles in the name of the ancestors, in the name of all of the Gede Loa, Gede Nimbo, all of the Bawon spirits, all of the spirits of the cemetery, all your ancestors. You do this religiously, and they will come and speak to you. Matter of fact, the ancestors sometimes work faster than all the other, entities in Loa. Again, this is a Throwback Thursday. We are going to really go into more details with Baon, with the cemetery, with why it is important that we return to our roots. IIT Organic, IIT